The police sirens echoed through the neighborhood. 17-year-old Jaden Carter ran down the sidewalk, confused and terrified. "Stop right there," an officer shouted. People turned to watch. Several police cars had surrounded the block. Neighbors stood on porches recording with their phones. Jaden raised his hands immediately. "I didn't do anything." But the officers weren't listening. Officer Blake rushed forward and grabbed the teenager by the arm. "We finally got you," he sneered. Jaden looked shocked. "What are you talking about?" The officer smirked. "You know exactly what you did." The crowd began whispering. Some people assumed Jaden was guilty. Others looked uncomfortable. The teenager had never been arrested before. But none of that seemed to matter. Officer Blake pushed him toward a patrol car. "Please," Jaden said. "Call my dad." The officers laughed. "Sure," one of them joked. "Maybe your dad can save you." The crowd chuckled. Jaden lowered his head. Then something unexpected happened. A deep voice echoed from behind the crowd. "Take your hands off my son." The entire street fell silent. People turned immediately. A tall man stepped forward from the back of the crowd. Dark suit, serious expression, confident walk. Officer Blake frowned. "And who are you?" The man calmly approached. "His father." The officer rolled his eyes. "Then stay back." The man didn't stop walking. Instead, he reached into his jacket. Several officers instantly became tense. But he wasn't reaching for a weapon. He removed a black leather badge wallet, then flipped it open. "FBI." The crowd gasped. Officer Blake froze. The smile disappeared from his face. The man held the badge up. "Special Agent Marcus Carter, Federal Bureau of Investigation." Complete silence. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. The officers exchanged nervous looks. Marcus looked directly at Officer Blake. "Now explain why you're detaining my son." The officer stumbled over his words. We received information connecting him to a robbery." Marcus nodded slowly. "Interesting." Then he pulled out his phone. "Because according to security footage collected by federal investigators, my son was 3 miles away at the exact time of that robbery." The officers looked stunned. Marcus continued. "And according to witness statements, the suspect looks nothing like him." The crowd immediately began murmuring. Officer Blake's confidence vanished. Marcus stepped closer. "You never checked the evidence, did you?" Nobody answered. The FBI agent wasn't finished. "For the last 6 months," he said calmly, "I've been assisting a federal task force investigating unlawful arrests and misconduct within this department." The officers turned pale. Marcus opened another folder. Inside were complaints, reports, body camera reviews, internal investigations. Many of them involved Officer Blake, the same officer who had just humiliated Jaden. The crowd watched in disbelief. Officer Blake took a step backward. Marcus stared directly at him. "You targeted my son because he was easy to accuse." Silence. "You never expected his father to be standing nearby." At that moment, black SUVs pulled onto the street. Federal agents stepped out. The neighborhood froze. Marcus closed the folder, then looked at his son. "It's okay, Jaden." The teenager nodded. For the first time all afternoon, he smiled. Then Marcus turned back to the officers. "You thought you were chasing a suspect." He paused. "But today, you ran straight into a federal investigation." And suddenly, the officers who had been so confident moments earlier looked terrified.